Hello, hello.
Senua
The
Kiosk.
ridiculously
Place
loud
to go
music
for classic
today,
Yua dishes.
apparently. And the everything that refuses to load.
Senua Kiosk. Place to go for classic Yua dishes.
Okay, this is fine.
Join the Adventurers Guild. You'll have a blast.
Senua Kiosk.
Okay.
Place to go for classic Yua dishes.
So for today, we are going to be working on, if I can scroll up any slower, this, finally. Where do I need to go? Oh, somewhere close. That's great. Close-ish. Okay, not close. Probably should have taken the teleport point, but you know it is what it is. Yeah, so we're going to do the whole of this quest tonight, if we possibly can.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
I guess we will see. Oh, there's lots of silk flowers. I don't know if I need silk flowers per se, but I definitely need... I need silk flowers currently. You know, let's just check before I soak them all up. Let's see if I actually need those. Who takes silk flowers anyway? Just chains. Not those. Glaze lilies. Who would have silk flowers? I don't even know. No, she has something else. Oh man, more glaze lilies. Okay, so we'll get the glaze lilies. We're just gonna leave the silk flowers alone though. Oh, and I jumped off this. Sheesh, okay. Make a run through and grab all the glaze lilies we can without missing one. And getting things out of the way of my mouse. Oh, not that way. What am I doing? Just a couple more. Excuse me, Kazuha. Can you not? Oh, there's a bluebird. Cute. Okay. So I'm just heading here. Fine, it's good, it's fine. We've got this. Where are we going? Over here. Okay. Oh yes, I see her.
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true.
This
No
guy's
wonder
voice
the price
is not
of building
meant to say.
materials has gone up so much lately.
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of service?
Patience. Since the news made it out a few
The
days
guy,
ago,
he sounds so
I
interested
have already
in the
had many
conversation,
people
but his
contacting
character,
me
like,
to declare an
just the arm
interest in
moves a
joining
bit.
the project.
Needs to be more like,
Nevertheless, I do have a few matters
he
I should like
sounds
to
so
entrust to
excited.
you here today.
or energetic.
The
and
building
just
site has been
looks
chosen, and
like
most of
he
the
could care
materials
less.
have been assembled. 3 key items are, however, still outstanding. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
No, I don't know what those are.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang. I'm familiar enough with Plostrite, but I've never even heard of those other two.
Only sufficiently large pieces of Plostrite, or specifically Vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wonder Cores, meanwhile, are the central components of the mechanical structure of the Jade Chamber. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices with Adepti art. They are as indispensable as the mechanical core itself. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capabilities, procuring them will not be a question of if, but of when. I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficiency is everything. I will pay a generous price for the materials that you find, and in addition, the first 3 people who collect all the materials will have the opportunity to ask me a question. You may
Interesting
ask
hair,
me
though.
anything, and I will give you an honest answer.
You know, I'll
trust
be
that
honest,
this
that
means of
doesn't
compensation
sound-
will be to everyone's satisfaction.
I disagree
These things
completely.
won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Liyue Harbor's development plan for next year,
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first takes the market.
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some Plostrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but I have some business to do.
no. We better move quickly, or this opportunity will be snatched away from us.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
I hope the random side characters one day eventually get more like
So you heard my announcement, did
motion and reactions during
What do
their
you
voice
think?
lines.
you? Interested?
Can I really ask you anything at all? Like, maybe, do you know anything about where my sister might be? You know.
Yes. Providing the question pertains to
Exactly.
something I am knowledgeable about.
Maybe I can find out more about my sister.
Really? Ooh, then
How
we'll
much? Shut the
never
heck
be
up.
short of Mora ever again.
He's like, excuse me.
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance.
Yeah, that's not what we're asking.
The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been selected as the building site. Once you have collected the materials, please take them there. I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would gladly escort you to the site in person.
Bloopers.
When you do arrive, please seek out my secretary. Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity presents itself.
Why are we
to you.
rushing so
Do
quickly?
not let somebody else snatch it from your grasp.
Like, she's like, okay, we need to get this done ASAP. Let's send out everyone on this, like, ASAP mission thing.
First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look! It seems like there's something kind of fishy going on over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more
No,
private.
that's
We can get down to
suspicious as
brass
all
tacks.
hell.
No, I don't need it.
Ah, don't be like that. Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there after her? Oh, right, yeah.
Okay. Oh,
You
Spike,
see that?
lazily.
They said
Mine.
we had some useful information. Information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
Who needs valuable information when you have to chase down a glaze lily out of nowhere? Yay! Hi. Can I hit F, please? You know, just gotta get distracted as per usual. Quest area reached. Is it down here? Or is it? Where?
They're not here.
Oh, they're not here. No wonder.
Let's keep looking.
There they are. Gonna drop in on them. Falls through the sky.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Nowhere
Still
left
refers
to
to her as ma'am,
Don't worry,
even though you're
we're not bad
chasing
guys.
her down.
You give
You're
us
not
some
bad
more,
guys.
we
Excuse
give
me.
you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she
The
gives
white
off.
hair,
I'm telling
that's
you,
your.
there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How
Yeah,
are
she
we
doesn't
ever
look
going to repay
basic.
those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Her eyes are really cool, though.
Come on, ma'am. You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't.
No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor. But here we are. Perhaps. Yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's
Really?
not
She's
right.
got stuff swirling
What
around
are
her,
you
and now
afraid
you're
of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
angry.
Millilith. What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
The hooligans.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your
Yeah,
name's
that's not
Shenhe.
how you introduce yourself,
Paimon's
but
name
okay.
is, well, Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you for helping to defuse the situation. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
That's great.
You can't do that. That's
What?
way too
She could
violent.
totally do that,
This is
Paimon.
Liyue Harbor. There are laws against that kind of stuff, you know.
Laws?
Laws? Have you not heard of the law?
No, apparently not.
Apparently.
Really? So how exactly have you...
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten
Or
enough.
maybe you should have eaten more
She's
than a
so
few bites at
honest.
each place.
Wait, that's right. They said you went around... Then of course hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
You just eat plants.
Medicinal herb.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhan. After all, you
Oh my goodness. I hope we get to see the character that I can never pronounce his name.
Shenhan might be an adeptus?
See here.
It seems
Nope,
like it's her
sad
first time
day.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
Just
She's
chomp it.
really eating them.
That's weird.
My hunger has now abated.
Are they really that good?
Rather awful.
Then why not eat like good food?
Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large quantity of them, bitterness is all that remains.
So, how come you chow down on these and barely touch the restaurant food? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest restaurant in town and order a whole table of food and eat it all in one go.
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only pose an obstacle to my continued spiritual development. Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains. That proves it. Paimon knew she was an adeptus.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot! We came out to take part in the Rebuild the Jade Chamber competition! And now we're probably super behind because we've been held up for so long.
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang any question you want if you win! Were you interested in the contest too, Shenhe?
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't
Cool.
worry. I ask for nothing in return.
Build a team to
Wow.
rebuild.
You really don't have to. But having an adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay. I have a plan.
Oh, you have a plan.
Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan
Either that or it's going to be entirely underwhelming.
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then
Exactly.
we alone shall become the victors.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. Let's start at the top of the list and work down. So, for Plostrite...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Yay!
So, it's you.
Baiju? What are you doing out
Should
here?
have paused that on the back view of the outfit
Lady
for my friend's
Ningguang wishes
cosplay.
to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Personally, he
How
says.
come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber, maybe for its first aid on site. I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi, meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right now. I don't suppose any of you are looking for part-time work by by any chance?
Yay, let's get a part-time job.
Oh no, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
The vision is so cool, I'll be honest.
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed.
I'm
As
clicking.
far as the records show, virtually
Doesn't
all
like me.
Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Cool.
Okay then, let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
His whole design is so cool. Yay, he's still there, so I can get the back view of the outfit. He's like, why are you looking at me so closely? Most definitely not using my phone to take photos. Interesting.
This scenery is wonderful.
Show me your prescription.
Surely enough to
Okay.
convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Okay, very cool. We're good now. Super cool. Let's see about whatever. We'll just run for it.
Time to go.
Yes, I'm going around this way because I can. Wait, higher. Where? Where is this place? Oh, it's over here.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Everyone's been completely caught off guard. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
On a different note, his outfit confuses the frick out of me. I don't even know what, huh?
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price
Let's
may
just
be
go
in
grab
excess of
Child.
500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it.
But without any Sunset Vermilionite...
Don't
It's
panic.
just one piece.
I don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Go find a different piece. Somebody will buy the overpriced one.
Oh,
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper,
but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him. According to records of drifting clouds, Seagazer once built an abode to store his rarest and most exquisite treasures, among which was some sunset vermilionite. After Seagazer passed, the abode was abandoned, and its location was lost to time. Luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the Lisha area.
That's great! But is it really okay for us to just go and take his treasure? Wouldn't it be a little, you know, disrespectful with him being an Adeptus?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Seagazer was very open-minded. Even while he was alive, he wouldn't have let something like this bother him.
Open-minded? I have not heard of Seagazer being described in this way before. May I ask where you read that?
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
Interesting.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost
Yeah, I
forgot.
wonder who.
Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please, be very careful.
Okay, we will be. Thanks, Xingqiu.
Well, alright. Go to the map. Oh, it's right over here. The heck? Oh, I see. It's going to be one of those interesting things that we have to do something for.
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
You don't see the obvious hole leading into some form of ruins.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the area more closely.
I don't know, I could kind of see it already.
Amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a new Sealy over there?
Oh, alright. Follow the Sealy. That's spinning in circles.
The wind knows me.
How are we going down here?
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared.
Teleport waypoint
Should we go
unlocked.
over and
Excuse
take a
me?
look?
Oh, I need Geo in my party? Interesting. Who is in my party? That's the real question. Wait. What was this recommending? Cryo, Geo, and Pyro. Oh, that's interesting.
A walk would be nice.
Okay, well that's fine. Oh look, it let me switch it anyways. Was being overly cautious.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here?
Oh, that must be what teleport point.
So many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky.
I believe this is the abode of that Adeptus. With any luck, the sunset vermilionite we're looking for should be in here.
Really? Let Paimon see. before? Look, it's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete. Oh, could there be something below the clouds?
These are not real clouds. They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Quite interesting. I don't know how to use her, I'll be honest. This is good.
Transfiguration!
Oh, I'm interested.
Take your true form!
Well, I'm good. Do it easy way. Okay,
One with nature.
My will embodied!
oh, did pretty good. Can I not climb up this? How do I like activate this thing?
Gather.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go look at the next one. Oh, is there one? Is there one up there? What the heck? This whole thing is confusing.
Gather.
Let's light it up!
I must know. How in the heck am I supposed to get up there? I'm thoroughly confused. Oh, and I hit a button, of course. Can I climb up this tree?
The wind knows me.
I'm walking because I don't trust myself going any faster. Definitely not the way this is meant to. God, come on. I don't know any other way to get up.
One with nature.
Like, how?
Into the wind.
How do we get up on this
Time to
dang
go.
place? Is it this?
Stabilize.
Give me this stupid piece of whatever this is. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Very not obvious and mildly annoying. Okay, fine. Look, now I've got a wind current. What do you know?
It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Oh, you want to take care of this?
Take your true form!
Do it then. Take care of it.
Into the wind.
Punishment! Transfiguration!
See what this
Do
looks
your
like.
masters? The core of the mechanism is exposed.
Nice.
Now's our chance.
Oh, and falls out of the sky.
Whoa! We're gonna fall!
Paimon, shut up.
Is everyone okay? Look! The Celiac disappeared beneath the clouds again!
Paimon, you act like you're not
Looks like
close.
we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first.
And I just pulled the- Turn over, John.
Order guide you.
That did not do hardly any damage.
Everybody stand back!
Stabilize.
Obey! Cryo incarnate! Lights out. Take your true form.
We're just waiting for. Oh, there it is. Ooh, that was.
We're gonna fall! This time, we're really gonna fall! Ah! So high! Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very
Or, you know, maybe
differently.
you should just let us use our
Hey! That Sealy's on the move again!
glider instead.
Let's catch up with it!
What Sealy? Where? I didn't even see it this time.
Huh. Something looks different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
I like all the candles that are indefinitely burning.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Take your true form! My will embodied! By ordinance divine! Punishment!
Solidify.
My will embodied!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
This is order. Gather.
My will embodied! I'm going in! Let's light it up!
One with nature.
I know this thing isn't even like
Take your true
exposed
form.
currently, but like I've just been consistently
master's
attacking
bidding.
it, and the other things are dying as well. So I don't think it really matters.
Take your true form.
The wind knows me.
Don't worry, I got this.
I will have order.
Everybody stand back. Take your true form.
Oh, can't see. Can't see. Presses buttons.
Transfigure in your dreams. Lights out. You can't. I see how it is.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Okay, excuse me. Can I please
Time to
get
go.
away?
By ordinance divine. I'm going in. Take your true form. Judgment.
Oh no. Oh, there's the ceiling.
Look, over there! Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
Oh, this little table. Oh, interesting. It's green.
Is this it? Is this the sunset
Oh, that makes
vermilionite?
sense from the floating, like, platforms and stuff that are everywhere.
So huge! That's true, but then again, why isn't it floating?
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different from most ordinary stones, but it weighs around the same amount. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature, breaking free from the shackles of the mortal realm and ascending up into the heavens.
Wow, Shenhe, you seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story
I
after
haven't
story.
even gotten to drink it.
I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Unless grape soda's getting stolen. Okay. And
Hold on a sec. Paimon just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we gonna lift it? This rock must weigh well over 1,000 pounds, surely!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Are you sure? Be careful.
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a plaustrite sample this large must be highly valuable. I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy lands on you, you're gonna get yourself hurt, no matter who you are. You gotta be extra careful when lifting heavy objects, It's just common sense.
Is it now? Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
Oh, you mean we don't get to just lift it up?
Able to carry that huge rock all by herself.
Are we leaving some bits of it?
Strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
You mean we don't get to see her randomly lift this giant freaking rock? That's... well, damn.
The middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit.
Oh, come on. It has to be somewhere, like, without a teleport point. That's
But it's
annoying.
best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
Okay, we're teleporting out of here at the very least. Make it easier on ourselves. Oh, look. Oh, there's 2 of these. What do you know? Not very often you see those things hanging around. What do you know? Dang, okay. And a sea leaf. All the stuff lurking. Hold on. No, I'm not going that way right now. Where is the way to go, though? Is it through here? Gotta actually pay attention to my map for a minute.
Clear weather all around brightens the heart.
Glad you're happy, Kazuya. Okay, here's where we're going.
Time to go.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely.
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
I love how people say that,
This
but then
is
like
top tier in size and quality, and the
all
condition
the
it's in
adeptus
is
just
quite
kind of look at
simply
everyone like,
immaculate.
sure, like you can have that, you just have to work
This
for
item
it
is approved for submission.
every single time.
I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
What do you think of the rock?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction. As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there. Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
When do you
I've had
get
similar
praised? You
compliments
just bother
before.
everyone constantly. I'm
They
sorry.
call me an
But
adeptus.
that was definitely mean.
Treat me
but
with great deference and
honestly,
respect, as if I'm set apart
you
from
do
the
absolutely
common folk.
nothing, Paimon.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
But I am not.
You're not an Adeptus?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own. When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. All right? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
Okay. If you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Nice. Okay. For a moment, I'm just going to step across the room to grab myself a drink. One moment.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Alrighty. Well, it has been quite the long time since I've had one of this Mountain Dew, and by quite a long time, I mean years. But I've got a delicious Code Red Mountain Dew, which I am looking forward to drinking. Yep, still my favorite Mountain Dew. It's kind of shocking I haven't had this in so long. Yep. Woo, nostalgic Mountain Dew. This is now deemed the nostalgic Mountain Dew. Oh, yeah, that's not the right button.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts.
The joke. Oh, we've only got 1 room left, but don't worry, we'll totally have 2 twin beds, and then it's just 1 bed. Classic.
So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
How much will that cost? I might have to phone the
I guess
Fatui.
it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left. Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Paimon's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Paimon couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before. Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing
Just the
here?
random squawking sound.
Let's go and say hi.
How many times does the traveler just see like random cranes in the distance and go, "Is that Cloud Retainer?" Like I wonder how much that happens. Oh, I apparently am just incapable of climbing today.
Time to go. One with nature.
Hi, Cloud Retainer. Why are you on the edge of a cliff? Can you like help me out or something?
One trusts you have met Shen He. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhua too, Cloud Retainer?
Wait, you know Shenhe too?
Naturally.
No way.
Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shen He to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhua feels kind of friendly, but
Because
also
she's
kind
not
of
an Adeptus, she's
disrespectful.
just like
So Paimon's
crazy
thinking
overpowered
maybe
human.
it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shen He have an Adeptus name?
She's just a weird person that hangs
Don't
around with
all
all the
Adepti have a
Adepti.
special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shen He is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
I'm gonna say I thought so.
You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
For
Do
sure.
you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, yeah.
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed. One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains. Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhua might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shen He may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this, even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her. Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shen He has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm. If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control. Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching. Be sure to get ample rest.
Interesting.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Oh,
Well, dang.
no wonder she doesn't like being treated as an Adeptus. Having everyone falling over themselves to show their respect all the time must be kind of hard to deal with.
Alright. I'm gonna grab some chips. Since we have to wait until a certain time anyways, I'm just gonna grab some chips real quick. We'll be back. If I can get my headset off.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
Alright, hello to everyone. So, I am realizing it's nearing 11 o'clock slowly, but, I do have to work in the morning, and I am ridiculously tired. I have also just realized I didn't have dinner. So I am quite hungry. I do think, I know I'll be streaming tomorrow, so I do think I should probably just hit pause on this for the night and pick this up tomorrow. Although we did do an hour's worth of the story quest, which is good going. We've gotten 1/3 of a third of the 3 things. So like 1 out of 3 of the things that Ningguang needs. The third is some type of, I don't know what it was. Whatever the third thing was, it seemed quite easy to get. It was like
Wherever
some
in
sort
this
of
world I
sigils or
roam,
something.
I carry memories of my home.
For some reason that just kind of seems like
the
it
last
would be an
link I
easy
have
thing
to
to
the
get.
land of my birth.
So I feel like the third item's gonna be an easy one. But so we should hopefully be able to get this story quest done by tomorrow. And then story quest, Archon quest, whatever it is, but once we get that done, Sea Gaze Sunset. Okay, yeah, that's this one. So once this portion is done of this, then we can actually do the event thing that is going on for another week, 10 days, because we want to get the fabulous crowns and what other random items we can get along the way. Primos are an obvious one, as well as Hero's Wit, but the crowns are a hard one. So this should be fun. I always love the Zhao content, of course, so can't go wrong with that. This looks so weird. But, yeah, looking forward to that. This is very cute. Wish I could look at it closer, but pretty colors and okay, so there's like 4 sections. It's calling them themes. Okay, cool. Well, there's 4 themes it looks like. Cool. So I guess we'll see. I'd assume we do the first one first. Yeah, so this week and next week should be crammed full of a lot of this event content since we've got 10 days. So by 7. Yeah, I can't do math. I don't know. This week and next week, I think even including Friday, that would include. I don't know. Whatever. We'll just be doing this until the event ends unless we manage to actually like finish it up, and then obviously I'll do something else. And then we've got plenty of story quest related things to do. We've been kind of definitely neglecting the commission, like daily things. Lots of random world quest things that are just like random little things here and there. So many of those. This thing that I can't remember what it is. That's the dailies. Basically, the next Genshin streams are all going to be like crammed full of just questing once we get caught up in this. Because we haven't even finished the stuff with the Raiden Shogun. So we've got a long ways to go with this. Like there's so much we haven't done yet. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone who doesn't watch Genshin content or play it and only watches my streams, because I know there's like a couple people, but yeah, I am insanely behind in the overall story. So there's a ways to go there. Fun stuff though. And then of course we've got these, and then once we do more quests, then we can do these, which I've heard funny things about this one. I can't wait. And then this one's kind of just been neglected. I did the one for Benny ages and ages ago. These just kind of infinitely get neglected though. Whoops. Hey, can I unlock some of these? Complete. I need to complete a lot of story quest related things. That one's unlocked. Oh, there's a part 2 for that. Okay, well, the ones that I can unlock with keys are unlocked. So, it is what it is. But alright, everyone, I'm going to head off for the night. I know this was a shorter stream than usual, but yeah, sometimes I just need the sleep, I'll be honest. But I will see you all tomorrow for most likely just resuming where we left off, unless Oz like appears and is like, get on Minecraft, or who knows what. So, yep. Goodbye.